Hi, everybody. I am going to explain our reading skill of the day for the third week, May 4th through May 8th. Main idea Monday, just like the previous 2 weeks, we'll start with a paragraph and you are supposed to list the main idea. Again, I want to remind you, a main idea is not a word. So last week it was there was something about trees, but a lot of people just said trees as the main idea. That's not specific enough. There could be lots of different things about trees. For example, it could be there are different kinds of trees. Trees are important to animals. Trees are important to earth. There are many benefits of trees. There's lots of different things you could say about trees, so you need to be more specific. So the main idea should be a sentence that tells you what the gist or the main idea of the paragraph is. Now, supporting details are evidence or reasons that back up the main idea. They are specific examples that support what it is you said the main idea is. So you will do main idea and supporting details for Monday. Tuesday is character traits. Character traits, you can recall from what we learned in class, those are things that tell what kind of person someone is. It doesn't say what they do in a moment's time. It doesn't say things that they like. It tells us what kind of a person someone is. So, for example, if you're reading and the book is describing a character that plays football and he joins every physical activity competition and wins a lot of awards, and those are all supporting details to help describe that this is an athletic person. So that says what kind of a person he is. So you will read these short sentences to be able to infer what kind of a person Taylor and George are. And you'll write that a one word on the line. Just like usual, we have inferencing for Wednesday. Again, I want to remind you that inferences are not observations. So you should not put on the lines here, there's a man and a woman. You could say what you think based on what you see. You could say what they're doing. That's an inference. So it's something that's not a direct observation. It's something that you can come up with based on what you see. So here I can see that the man is peeling an orange and the woman is here. She's got some food out in front of her. There's a blender. So based on those observations, I might infer that these people are making a smoothie. I know that from real life that you use a blender, you use a lot of different ingredients, especially fruits and maybe some ice or some milk in some cases. You can also infer how they're feeling based on their facial expressions. You might infer how they are related. That's kind of more of a guess, but you could probably do that. And then the second part of Wednesday inferencing is using the text. So you'll read the paragraph, the story called The Mad Dash, and then you will infer what you think is going to happen next in the story. It's not a guess, it's based on information from the text. So it's kind of combining a guess or a prediction with actual text evidence. Make sure that you explain why you think what will happen next in the story. For Thursday, we're looking at key details. The directions say to fill in the blank with the words who, what, where, when, why, or how to make each question make sense. There's one that really you could have more than one answer, but for the most part, there's a best word that goes with each one. Make sure you reread the sentence, the question, to make sure it makes sense. And then you'll answer the question about the picture, who is walking on the path. Always looking at those question words helps us to answer correctly. For example, last week, one student answered yes or no to a question that didn't require that kind of a response. So you look at these words to help you know how to answer questions. And then for Friday, we have story elements. Story elements are characters, problem, solution, setting, and key detail. Every good story has all of these story elements. They're the parts that make up a story. So you're going to read A, B, C, D, and E. And you are then going to say, okay, for example, A, Andrew was a stubborn little boy and he liked to do things his way. Does that describe the character? Does that describe the problem, the solution, the setting, or the key detail? Well, I know that Andrew is being described, so that would be a character. So I'm going to take the letter A that goes with this sentence, and I'm going to put a text box so that your teacher can read it easily. And I'm going to put an A next to character. You'll do the same thing with B, C, D, and E. And then finally, for the bonus, you are going to imagine your ideal bedroom. Once you have visualized it, you're going to describe it in detail with lots of adjectives and specific words here in the description. And then as far as drawing, you could either try and draw something with Cami, or you can use Google Clip Art, or you can use Google Drawings, anything technology-based that you think would help you. Okay, good luck. Please make sure that you are following all the directions and finishing the page completely before submitting. Thanks.